up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I would never ever fall. Chillin' like a boss with my feet up. Got a bag for him with a visa. Pulling up the know the leader. Getting that while I'm on the. She's a keeper. No play burritos. Get to the pesos with amigos. I cannot put no zeros. Don't you run out? No, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut. Mayday. Bubbles and these models are. It's poppin', I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Penny, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They'll look to throw. And he locates Walker, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. He'll drop to throw. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on third down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just kind of shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Second and goal, and Penny standing by himself in the backfield.
Here we go.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Here's Penny, and he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Now, fourth down, we know the difficulty factor goes way up, and we know it would be a disappointment for them to just kick a field goal here after driving all the way down the field. But I also know one other thing. It'd be a bigger disappointment to come away with no points.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot.
The give is to Jones. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be. Right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets them a new set of downs.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Over. Watch it now, Barney.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Off-play action. Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. And out now come the Seahawks. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him with contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Gun. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
They'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Leopard! Over!
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Finding room at the 30. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Now, the good thing for you, partner, is you're not as old as I am, okay?
That's true.
So back when the dinosaurs roamed the earth, the right side of an offensive line was almost always your power side. Your bigger, stronger, physical guys. But on this play, they tossed it right and looked like it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, but that's not the case so much anymore, you're saying, with the bigger guys?
Not necessarily.
You find the best guys, plug them in on your O-line.
Right. As a general rule now, you're a lot more balanced on your offensive line. They might still lean towards your best pass blocker on the left side.
Sure.
But not necessarily all the time. You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking long for Thomas. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Gone!
To throw again, Lawrence. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. As his guys are in for 6. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Elliott now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And that's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Flex round!
2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
Flex round!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Neal. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. First down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They keep it with Penny on first down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. After the penalty, it's Penny. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
He'll look to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Carson. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Catanzero's kick is right through, and that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
And out now come the Eagles. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a handoff looking right. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
All right, now, look at 56.
Off the play fake, Lawrence. And incomplete on the deep ball. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Taken in at the 22. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. They give him a gain of 37. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Penny, the first down carry. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They come out here in the eye. Again, it's Penny. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. It's their quarterback, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Again, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
And this is going to be incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now they'll run it again with Penny. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. They run again with Carson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brent, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
On third down, Penny. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Rashad Penny, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. So they went to the ground game on third, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having a pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, third down. They don't care that it's third and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Off play action. Lawrence.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Now they'll run it on the toss. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Off the play fake. Lawrence. He's airing it out for Williams. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he stopped immediately there. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Let's go! White 90! White 90!
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 9.
White 90!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Another costly turnover, their second of this second half. And earlier when I asked you your keys to the second half, you said, hey, it may be trite, but I think it's turnovers. That's coming to fruition.
It certainly is, and let's face it, they named the game after it, right? So isn't it the most important thing?
But the football.
Exactly.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. It's their quarterback with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll make it across the 20. As his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Back to throw. Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. This is caught at the 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Off play action. Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Trevor Williams with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thomas the intended target. That's now 3 turnovers in this second half. Very costly. And earlier in the half, Charles, when I asked you for your keys to the second half, you said, hey, maybe try it, but it's going to be turnovers. That's been the story.
It certainly has, but I didn't expect it to be this much of the story. I mean, when you're getting up to 3, you're really putting your team in jeopardy.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. And a sight that's becoming familiar in this season. They remain undefeated, another win under their belt.
And they did it the way that they really want to. Taking a knee at the end of the game. That means you have the ball, you're in control, you dictate the final part of this ball game, and they did exactly that.
And the clock rolls down to 0. And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the